Welcome home, neighbors.
Welcome home, neighbors.
Hello, neighbors.
We're listening from
Arizona,
Florida,
Maryland,
New York, New Jersey,
Indianapolis,
California,
Utah,
Michigan.
Iowa, Massachusetts,
Georgia, Canada,
Our home resort is
Animal Kingdom,
Polynesia,
Bay Lake Tower,
Old Key West,
Riviera,
Boardwalk,
Alani Resort,
Hilton Head,
Boulder Ridge, Copper Creek,
Grand Floridian,
Saratoga Springs,
Beach Club,
and Wilderness Lodge.
and you're listening to
and you're listening
You're listening to my DVC Points.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to my DVC Points Community Hall. I'm Marianne, and I'm your host tonight. And I'm so excited because I have my friends planning a trip for me. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be so much fun to see what they come up with for my family to do on our next DVC trip. But first, I need to thank some people. I need to thank our friends at DVC Resale Market. They are so helpful, you guys. I wouldn't have DVC points if it wasn't for DVC Resale Market. The people at DVC Resale Market helped me out and helped me get started in this incredibly exciting world of ownership that I have owning DVC points. And they can help you too. They are all experts in Disney and in Disney Vacation Club, but they're also experts at helping you save money. So they are there for you. So reach out to our friends at DVC Resale Market if you need some points added to your contract. And hey, do you have too many points? It's dues season. The dues bills are coming. Do you maybe have too many points? I bet somebody out there would love to buy your points. And there's no better company to sell your points through than DVC Resale Market. So go ahead and give our friends there a call. And thanks, guys, for sponsoring tonight's show. And here we go. Here are my friends. My friends Roxanne. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
And my friend Ron. Hello.
Hello.
I'm so excited, you
doing?
guys. So I've tasked them with the impossible tonight. They are planning a trip for my family. They have 300 points and $3,000, and they must account for all 3,000. And we're paying to get there. The Tracy family is paying to get there, but they have to pay every other penny of that trip with their $3,000 budget. And who am I taking on this trip? Is it going to be just Katie and I? No, I wanted to make it a challenge for them. Everyone knows that I have a daughter, Katie, who is 16 years old. That's my Disney buddy, and we go to Disney almost every year together. What a lot of you don't know is I have two more children. I have a 21-year-old daughter and a 23-year-old son, who we lovingly refer to as the rebel scum, because especially that 23-year-old boy, they don't love Disney. Not nearly as much as their younger sister does. But they still enjoy spending time with their family, and every once in a while, they'll go on a vacation with us. And so I've decided to let these guys take a stab at planning the perfect trip for taking a 23-year-old boy, a 21-year-old girl, a 16-year-old girl, and their very Scroogey father and I on a trip. So we'll see. Now, granted, he's a Scrooge, but he usually goes along with us on almost all of our fun. He just doesn't like paying for any of it. So Tinkerbell's paying this time, so he doesn't have to worry. And we're going to go and have a lot of fun. Let's see, where are we staying? Roxanne.
All right. So the Tracy family is going to try something different other than Saratoga Springs and Old Key West. And they will be staying at the Boulder Ridge, newly refurbed at the Wilderness Lodge, which is going to be very relaxing. And you're going to be doing a lot of monorail stuff, just for a hint here.
Out of curiosity, what size room did you put us in?
So we are excited to welcome you home to your 2-bedroom villa.
Excellent.
And it is for the end of the school year. So we're going to be taking off on June 3rd, and we are going to put you up for 7 days. So it's going to be to the 10th. It's Monday to Monday, and it's 299 points.
Wow. We gave her 300 points and she got us right there. So
But
that's
newly
excellent.
renovated. We're going to give you a room facing the Geyser Point Lounge and the lake. So it's going to be great.
That's well, hey.
Room request. It's going to work.
It's gonna work. Well, of course it is, because Tinkerbell's helping us.
Yes.
So this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
all gonna fall together.
Perfect.
So, and I'm glad you picked a 2-bedroom. I that's happy, because nobody likes to sleep in the same bed anymore. So, and Ron, where are we staying?
Well, let me just give you the title of your trip that you'll be taking, Marianne. This trip is called Celebrating America and Going Bougie with the Tracy Family. So, with that said, you will be spending 2 fun-filled whirlwind nights in the 3-bedroom Grand Villa at the Grand Floridian for the nights of the July 4th and 5th, leaving on the 6th. And you are going to have the most amazing time. Because listen, when you're going with adult children, one thing I learned in many of the trips that I've taken, if you don't have a bathroom for everyone, you are the devil. So you are going to be covered. Everyone has a sleeping arrangement. Everyone has a bathroom. You have room to run around and joyously frolic through the living area. It is going to be a trip. Pies de Resistance.
And I would assume that all of the 3-bedroom Grand Villas at Grand Floridian have a fireworks view.
They will have a somewhat of a fireworks view. You're, of course, going to be on the top floor so that you'll even see the top of the castle as well. Because Tinkerbell, I talked to her a minute ago. She says, yeah, we could get you up to the top floor. You're good. So you will have a firework view, and you will be enjoying the heck out of that villa like my family was able to do a while back, and loving it. And even the Scroogiest and non-Disneyest Disney families cannot have a bad time, cannot not have a good time in the Grand Villa. Oh my God, I can't wait for you to go.
I can't
Let's
wait
go.
to go either.
I think she has extra room for me. 12
Well,
I
there
do.
might have been there may have been a method in that madness, because if they have 5 and it sleeps 12, you also can entertain guests.
Yes. I think that when the Schweitzer family hears this, they're bumming along. I think there'll be 5 more. Oh boy, this is exciting. So, wow, those are 2 completely different kinds of stays. I mean, completely different. I mean, really completely different times of year. I mean, that early summer compared to July, 4th of July. I mean, big holiday and not a holiday, and completely different style of resorts. And oh my goodness, one is a
But
longer stay, one is a really short stay, which, to be honest, sometimes those young adult children prefer that blow in, blow out kind of stay. They don't necessarily like being told they're going for 7 days with us. I mean, there's pluses to both of these. They sound now I'm very curious what's coming next. So
I did not tell you it is only 293 points, just so that you know I did follow the rules. 293.
it really is. 2 nights is 293 points. That's why the Tracys never stay in places like that.
Welcome to Grand
Bougie.
Floridian.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's Riviera too.
That is bougie, but lovely bougie. And hey, Tinkerdell's band. So there you go. So excellent. All right. Let's see what we're doing for this vacation now.
Oh my gosh, I have daily activities. So
Excellent.
sorry, Ron, you got to move over here because these guys are
Hey,
going to be busy.
I need you to fill time because I only have 2
Wow.
days to fill up.
All
Remember?
right. So Monday you're flying in and you're doing an Uber for
Oh.
5 and it's $60. And we're going to have the food delivered for breakfast and lunch and snacks.
Okay.
So that's coming from Publix. So don't worry about any of that. That is going to help us save money. We're having a $200 food delivery. And so we will be eating in the room, but we'll be splurging for dinner every night because that's going to help us stay within our $3,000. So Monday is, check-in pool day, Geyser Point Lounge, and that's going to run us about 150. So
Okay.
nice dinner right there in the Geyser Point Lounge. Ease into the first day. On Tuesday, you are going over to the Fort Wilderness Campground, and the 5 of you will be going on a horse-drawn carriage ride for $65. And let
Wow.
me tell you, the horses over there, there's beautiful horses over there. You can see them in the stables, but you're going to go on the carriage ride, something you probably haven't done yet. And go back, hang out at the pool, take showers, get ready, and then you're going back over there for the Hoop-de-Doo musical review. It's a little bit of a splurge, but it's going to be fun and crazy, and all the beer you can drink and wine. So the older kids will certainly like that, and singing and screaming with those bandanas in the air. It's going to be really fun, but it's a splurge. It's $66.
Yeah.
So that's 330 out of our 3,000. That's 10% of our budget, but it's going to be a really good time. Coming back, you're going to watch the electrical water pageant from your room. Now, the teenagers can go down to Geyser Point, hang around. You and your husband could sit on the balcony of your 2-bedroom, fully renovated, might I add, recently 2-bedroom villa. You're going to see the water pageant between 9 and 10 every night. So that's going to be the first time you see it. From the comfort, you probably have a glass of wine in your hand at this point. The kids are roaming around out of your hair. So that's going to be really nice. Now, Wednesday, we are going to do a couple parks here. We've got a 2-day park ticket without a hopper, and we're going to stay in the area for the day. And we've got the 4 people going with a military discount would be $265, and Marianne has a pass, so that's $1,060, a big chunk of our budget to get a 2-day non-hopper. We're going to Magic Kingdom. We're going to stay in budget because we are having dinner at Casey's Corner between $80 and $100. We figure that'll be kind of keeping budget. So we are going to have that park day. Stay at the Magic Kingdom. You're right at the Wilderness Lodge. And so that is Wednesday. On Thursday, these teenagers need to sleep in. So we're going to let them do that. And then we don't have a park on Thursday because, some of the older kids, like you said, aren't really into the park. So we didn't want to do more than 2 days at the parks. And we are going over for some mini golf. And DVC discount, $12.25. Going to be $61.25. Going to save some money, but it's going to be good old-fashioned fun with some mini golf for the family. Again, a little bit of pool time. But then we're going to go over to on the monorail. We're going to stay around the monorail. We're going to go over on the boat and take the monorail from the Bay Lake Tower over to Grand Flow, kind of on Ron's wavelength over here. We're going to the pool bar and quick service because we're going to try to keep in this budget. About $100, and then we're going to watch the fireworks from the Grand Flow Beach area that start at 9 p.m. Teenagers can go off on their own. You guys can, again, grab a cocktail and bring it out to the fireworks. Friday, we are going to Epcot, and we're going to spend the day in the park. Most teenagers like Epcot. I figure it's got the countries, got some rides, and dinner is Mexican quick service, about $125, we figure.
Okay.
And then on Saturday, we are going to go over to the Poly because we got to see everything on the monorail. So we've seen gone over to Bay Lake to take the monorail over to the Poly now. And we've already gone to the Grand Flow. We've already gone to the Wilderness Lodge all week. And we're going to the Poly. We're going to go to the pool there, kind of pool hop. And later come back, clean up, and we're going to Disney Springs. Got to keep in the budget. We don't want to be spending too much money because we've already out of our park tickets. So we've got those used up. And each person's getting $50 for some souvenirs. So that's $250 to go shopping. Maybe hit up Giardelli's, about $35 for everybody to get some ice cream. And we're going to stay in budget eating at a quick service. We're going to Blaze Pizza for $125 because what teenager doesn't like pizza? So, Mexican pizza, all the things that teenagers like. Sunday, we're going to sleep in, do laundry because you're in the 2-bedroom, got the laundry. And then the parents get a date night on Sunday. So you and your hubby are going to go to Top of the World because you're right over there. You're going to take the boat over Top of the World, right over to Bay Lake, the Villain's Lair, and have a date night and a couple cocktails to make Marianne a better mom. And you've had cocktails all week, up and around with dinners and stuff. But this is going to be just you and her husband. Teenagers can kind of do their own thing, throw in $50. They can go to quick service and watch the fireworks. You guys are staying there. You're going to have some appetizers and drinks, relax, watch the fireworks from the Top of the World at 9 o'clock, I think, usually. And then that is Sunday. And then Monday, pack it up and Uber back for $60 and that is a fun-filled week where you're doing something different every day. You're watching fireworks. You're hitting up lots of different restaurants. You've explored all of the monorail resorts. You've gotten to Disney Springs. You've done some different things with, carriage rides and horses and hoop-de-doos and all kinds of different things. You've had a mix of sit down and quick service. You've had 2 park days, which isn't overwhelming, lots of pool time. And you're at $2,901. So you got a few bucks, hopefully, to spare.
That's
Pretty tight
fantastic.
budget, but it's going to be something different because you're not used to staying over in those monorail resorts. So we're going to get you out of your comfort zone, Marianne, and your kids are going to love it.
Well, it's interesting, I mean, we would have planned. It's interesting how many similar things you planned, and the one completely different thing that we would probably not do with our kids, and would not be a choice. So.
Uh-oh. Which one was
But
that?
But when we get to the end, I'll tell you what I would have planned.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and Ron, what
Yes.
you're blowing us out for like crazy couple of days. What are we doing?
Let me just tell you, this is going to be, you're going to be like the fresh princess of Grand Floridian for a couple days. All right. So you are going to arrive on our great nation's birthday, the 4th of July. You're going to fly in. And once your room is ready, which will be ready right on time at 4:00, shortly after that, you're going to wind down. You're going to go hit the Enchanted Rose, relax after a long flight, take in the sights of that beautiful lobby at the Grand Floridian and all of its awe-inspiring, just loveliness. Have a couple cocktails, and then for about an hour or so, you'll get back to your room at 5:30. And there waiting for you will be Chef Caleb Wiley, and you will be having a catered dinner in your grand villa of the Cali Hibachi. And I think that's going to cover everybody on the list. I mean, we're talking about your own personal chef in your grand villa cooking for you spice grilled chicken and marinated with Asian sauces, seared seasoned steak marinated in soy sauce, fresh shrimp seasoned and grilled to perfection, the kaliyaki garlic fried rice, not to be confused with teriyaki, kaliyaki, which is traditional fried rice with eggs, garlic, and vegetables, Hawaiian mixed green salad, bread and soup, choice of dessert, kaliyaki. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? Chef Callie is going to hook you guys up, because when you're going bougie,
Please tell me
Marianne,
he makes chicken nuggets for the one kid.
he will leave a little bit of the spice off of some of the chicken, okay? So you can have a little unspiced chicken for Katie. But listen, she's going to feel so great. She's going to want to try new things. This is what this trip is all about.
Okay.
Let's take a step out of our comfort zone and let's make this thing special.
That's fancy. That is fancy.
That's fancy. It's fancy to the tune of, if we want to add on some scallops or something like that, you're probably in the vicinity of about $600 to $700 for this dinner to come into the room and do it. But when you're bougie, you are not doing any work. Yeah. Other people do the work for you. Okay. Yeah. This is important to understand. All right. Obviously, you're going to have this outstanding meal. There's a good probability there may be some leftovers. So at 3 a.m, when someone wakes up, wants a little snack, you got a little bit in the fridge. Nice. You're all good to go. All right. You're going to, after you have your dinner, you're going to clean it up nice. Step out to your beautiful 2-sided balcony, or just sit right there in the front room with the beautiful floor to ceiling windows. And at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, when those fireworks start, the Tracy family is enjoying their favorite drink of choice. Maybe still finishing up a little bit of that chef choice dessert, watching the nation's birthday fire. I mean, come on. I can't even think about it. I mean, the best fireworks show of the entire year on the July 4th. Okay, you're good. All right, you're going to get a great night's sleep. You're going to wake up whenever you like. Kids could sleep in a little bit. Again, it was a travel day, rough day. Had to fill the bellies nice. Had a great meal. Watched the fireworks. Wake up whenever at your leisure. But when you do, here's what the day is going to look like. You're going to enjoy the pool and the pool bar. You could just stroll around to the beach or to Gasparilla's, grab a coffee if you don't want the one that's in the room. Grab a cappuccino, maybe a little something special. All right? Get yourself something special. Then you're going to just enjoy the day, whether it's on the balcony, whether it's jumping on the monorail to just head around and go to the Contemporary or the Bay Lake and hang out for a little bit, go to the Poly, maybe hit the Tambu, grab a Lapu Lapu, something like that. Nice. You're going to just enjoy the day for a little while because your evening, one thing I learned about the Tracy family, they love the arts. I didn't know that as much. They love the arts. So somewhere around 4:00 or so, you're going to hop on the bus, head over to Disney Springs because you have Section A, row seats 7 through 11, like row 10 for Cirque du Soleil's Drawn to Life, which is an absolutely phenomenal. If you've not seen it, and I hope you haven't, because then I'm just doing something that you did already.
We haven't.
No, so the Drawn to Life. I saw it when we were there in July. It is one of the most amazing performances that I've seen, be it on Disney property or elsewhere. So, being the lovers of theater that the Tracy family is, you're going to have just an awesome experience. See all these outstanding performers. Of course, you're going to work up a little appetite while you're watching this show. And remember, you're bougie. You're not going to Paradiso or Jock Lindsay. You're going to have a beautiful dinner at the Boathouse. Okay?
Ooh.
Something for everybody at the Boathouse. Surf, turf, chicken nuggets. You got it. Whatever you need, they'll make it for you. And then not only that, but because, those adult and somewhat adult children, you're at Disney Springs. They don't want to just, hang out with mom and dad and go to a show. Got to give them a little spending cash, right? You got to go let them spend a little dough. So they're going to have a couple bucks to spend too. So with that said, the tickets for Drawn to Life, well, your day at the resort, maybe a couple drinks, Lapu Lapu, you're probably about 100, 150 there. Because you're not going to eat real big. You're still full from last night. And you got the Boathouse coming up, right? You got some leftovers in the fridge. You're good.
Yeah.
So you're Drawn to Life tickets. You're just shy of $900 for that. You're just shy of $900 for prime seats right up there with the VIPs. You're in.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Your dinner, the Boathouse. Okay. There's 5 of you. Katie can't drink legally. I don't know what, maybe you guys have a couple cocktails. She's going to have nuggets anyway. So the bill, I'm probably figuring about $700 for the Boathouse for the 5 of you with a couple drinks. And then shopping money, you got to give the kids $100 a piece to go spend. Maybe hit the Tommy Bahama, the Uggs, whatever they want to go. Okay. So you got a few bucks you're spending at Disney Springs.
The children can never hear the show, you guys. The children can never hear.
I only gave them $50 each.
Even that, they can never hear the
I got
show.
2 days, Roxanne. We got to spend this money. Again, it's a whirlwind. It's a bougie. These are things these are just special occasion type things. It's the birthday of America. You got to celebrate it the right way. Okay, you're going to wake up. You're going to go to bed, get back. Probably not in time for the water pageant or anything. You're going to be pretty tired after a long day. You're going to go get a nice restful night, sit on the patio, the balcony a little bit, enjoy the evening till you're not off to sleep. You're going to wake up in the morning and you're not going anywhere because you're at the Grand, baby. You're getting room service for breakfast. It's a travel day. Okay, so you're going to have the private dining come into your room. And when I talk about private dining, you can go and you're going to get the Grand Family breakfast, which is Mickey waffles and sausage and fruit and eggs and all that stuff. Serves up to 4. And, Tom, he's going to want a little steak and eggs probably because you guys can have that family breakfast. He's going to get a little, he hasn't had enough red meat for the weekend. So he's going to get a little steak and eggs.
A little more cholesterol.
Maybe the iron cut, steel grit, oatmeal, whatever you want to do. You're good. And because it's a travel day, Marianne, you're going to have another farewell, make me a better mommy drink just so you can handle the travel day. Whether you choose like the French 75 or the pomegranate Paradiso Or maybe you're feeling a little spicy and you want the little Paloma. Okay. You got a lot of options. Gold Rush cocktail. You're at the Grand. Enjoy it. Have the cocktail. Have the breakfast, brunch, whatever you want to call it. You got a late flight. No traffic to the airport. You're good. And that's going to run you about $2,225. So I got you literally right at the $3,000 mark. You might go over by a couple bucks, but that's okay. I'll take care of it. I'll cover it. What Tink ain't got for you. But that's going to be a trip. It's a whirlwind. It's 2 days. It's fun filled, but yet you still have some time to rest.
Yeah.
But these are things that you are living the life when you do this. And you are never going to want to go back to the Saratoga 1 or 2 bedroom. You will, but you're not going to want to, because once you set foot in that Grand 3 bedroom, you're spoiled for life. And you know what, Marianne? The Tracys deserve to be spoiled for life, at least for a couple days, one time during our nation's birthday. And with that, I close.
Well, I mean,
He rests his
wow. Wow. And you're right. Drawn to Life would be a huge hit for my kids. And because all 3 have danced with the professional ballet company, that would be right up their alley. They would all enjoy it. And the parents would enjoy it too. So that's awesome. I mean, I don't know that I would ever just hand them $100 to spend ever in my life. I don't do that. But hey, I mean, they're gonna actually, I think that my children are going to hear this and go, "Ooh, we like this Ron guy. We like this Roxanne lady. They're our people." I think the one difference that I would do on Roxanne's trip for my people. Oh, hey, Patricia. It says if she is taking Miles, she loves Roxanne's trip. But if it's just her and the other adults in her family, Ron has her heart. So that's cool. That's a good thought. I think the one thing I would have done differently is I would have figured out how to do hoppers because you skipped Hollywood Studios.
True. But we can switch it up.
My people are bigger, higher, faster, further, higher, faster type kids. And so that would not have been something they could have skipped. And so
you're switching that out for Epcot. Okay, we got you.
Yeah, I would have probably done no, I would have switched it out for Magic Kingdom.
Oh, even though
my
you're over there.
people are not Magic. My family are not totally in love with Magic Kingdom like my Schweitzer family is. Now, when we go places with the babies in the Schweitzer family, we all head into their Magic Kingdom craziness. But if we were going to skip the park we're going to skip is probably Magic Kingdom. I know. Isn't that blasphemy? I don't feel
close
that way.
though on that monorail.
I don't feel that way about
it.
But I think that the kid, although we would probably have to have hoppers because I would probably have to get them in and on Tron. Because my 21-year-old was on our trip with us last year for 4 days of that 14-day trip. And she rode Tron and loved it. And so she would like to do Tron again. But they love Everest. They love Flight of Passage. And they love all the big rides at Hollywood Studios. And they haven't, Sarah's ridden Guardians and Katie's ridden Guardians. But my son has not ridden Guardians. And I think he would really enjoy Guardians. Yeah. So, Epcot would have been a must for my family because of the countries. And because of the Japan Pavilion, the great shopping experience that I would not have handed them any money, you crazy people, but they would have brought their own money that they saved up or conned out of aunts and uncles on birthdays to go into that Japan Pavilion and buy all the Pokemon and all the anime, all that stuff. Yeah, we come home with all that stuff every time. Nice. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The kids can't hear this because those are 2 fabulous trips that I would totally. And what I liked about both of them, there was enough exciting things to do and fun to do, but tons of downtime, tons of just family
Pool
time.
time. Yeah. Family time. Yep.
Pool time, family time. I could totally see being in that Grand Villa, Ron. And as soon as the fireworks were over, we're going to break out our games that we take with us, because we often take board games with us
Mm-hmm.
and cards
There's
with
the
us
game
and
room.
play
Yeah.
games. And we take, because Bananagrams pack's really easy. We'll take Bananagrams with us, and we'll take our cards with us, and we'll play games for hours. And in that comfortable with all that food, oh my gosh, we'll be in heaven playing games all night. That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Chef Callie cleans up afterwards. Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
that's right.
Do I get to take him home with me? Oh my gosh.
You got to talk to your husband about that.
I don't know if I can afford Chef Callie on the daily, but no, these are both fantastic trips, and they both have things that they're both winners. I really think they both win for different reasons. Maybe I'm going to do Roxanne's trip one year, and then the next year do Ron's, and then do Roxanne's, and then do Ron's.
Well, I got some B and C trips I was talking about too, but I kind of went with a little something shorter and a little bit more pack the punch, but yeah,
well, and that
I
would
think
be.
Roxanne's probably got some other ideas too. I know she's got a couple.
I
ideas.
I think that my children would be blown away by the fanciness of that Grand Villa, and
Yes.
Boulder Ridge is also just a
yeah.
little bit above of that old Key West,
Yeah, newly
Saratoga
refurbed.
Springs vibe. And my son has never
Yeah.
been anywhere but Saratoga Springs.
Right. Now we could
'Cause-
always change it out to a Copper Creek cabin, but again, you're going to be 2 nights because I think it's
Yeah.
what 120
Yeah.
a night or something. So you're at 240. So you're gonna
if I
Yeah.
could have bought one-time use points, you could have had 3 nights in a cabin.
3 nights,
but no,
yeah.
but no,
those cabins are
Those
really nice.
guys are crazy.
Yep. Those
No,
are nice.
there's just, it's just that whole elevated feeling. That would be really fun to do. That would be really fun
That
to
would
do.
be nice. Yeah.
So, it's just, I don't know, guys. It's just, that's going to give me some food for thought, people. Some food.
So, Marianne, I just
for
want to
thought.
say that trip that I planned for you, I personally, I don't think I would ever take just a 2-day trip, because I'm from the
Right.
school of, if I'm going to get on a plane and head down there,
Yeah.
I'm the kind of guy that, like Roxanne, that's 7 days. And
7 days.
believe me, when I got the assignment, listen, you're talking to a guy that has had, I've been on 3 9-night trips this year and 1
Ooh.
2-day trip.
Mhm.
The 2-day trip was a spontaneous last minute when we
Yeah.
found out Splash was closing. So we went down for the
Right.
last Splash. And that was at All Star because I had no freaking points. Are you kidding me? My points are gone. I stay in Grand
too.
Villas like an idiot.
You need
No.
2 bedrooms.
No,
Two
because
bedrooms.
but it isn't like an idiot though, because I think that's one of the things about having DVC points is
Mhm.
that we allow ourselves to do things that we might not normally do. Where
Yeah.
I may stay a little cheaper, I may stay in those old Key West 2 bedrooms a lot, or Saratoga Springs 2 bedrooms a lot. But where I spend usually a lot of money is that because once you hit 5 days worth of tickets, once I'm buying
Mhm.
tickets for my family, once I hit 5 days,
Yeah,
I'm like,
expensive.
it costs me nothing to
Yeah,
add
6 or
on.
7. Yeah. Yeah.
And on 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's why we end up staying 12 days, is because I'm
Mhm.
like, well, it costs nothing for us. I need a couple of rest days in there. So it costs nothing for
Yeah.
me to have 10 days in comparison
Yeah.
to 5 even. So,
Yeah.
you
But
know,
yeah, that's my point. I like the longer trips if I'm going to get on a plane, but not that I wouldn't take especially for the 4th of July, because
be
that
fun.
is just an amazing, life-changing fireworks display. So
Yeah.
but yeah,
And
I
my
do prefer the
children
longer ones,
have
full
been-
disclosure.
And all 3 of my children have been very spoiled one trip. They were at the Polynesian in a fireworks view room
Mm.
on the cash
Nice.
side, not the DVC side, on
Okay.
the cash
Yep.
side for New Year's Eve fireworks.
Oh, nice.
And I giggled at you saying that we would sleep well because from what I remember that night, now granted it was New Year's Eve, so we had to have regular fireworks at like 9 or
Mhm.
10, and then more fireworks at midnight. And the fireworks at midnight literally felt like we were in the middle of like a war zone because they were so loud, and we had fallen asleep because
Yep.
the kids were a lot younger, and all of a sudden we're all like
Uh.
awake. But it was really cool sitting on our beds in our pajamas
Mhm.
Mhm.
watching those fireworks and
Yeah.
not being in the middle of the fray of crazy people. When originally you said 4th of July, I thought, oh no, he is going to send my introverted, people averse children into that crowd of people at the kingdom. No, he's
No.
not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
No.
Oh, he did not. Thank
No.
goodness.
You ain't
No
going
park.
near a park.
And all that craziness. I wouldn't mind at all. And my 21-year-old would be totally jazzed by all that, all the energy of all the people.
Yeah.
But my oldest and youngest children would be like, they would not want anything to do with that.
A
So,
lot. Yeah. The
But-
crowds.
yeah. And I love the idea of the quietness of Wilderness Lodge. We got to stay one night at Wilderness Lodge this last summer on the crazy how many different resorts did we stay out in 1 week? Because we just kept adding days. And I loved the quiet
Yeah.
and that quiet feel there at Boulder Ridge. It
Very
was super relaxing.
Yep.
So I would totally love someday to spend a whole week
It
at
is so
Boulder Ridge.
relaxing. Yeah.
If you ever get to Boulder Ridge and get lucky enough to request it, the 2 bedrooms, there's like 4 of them that are on the W, the corner of the building. They look like a
Yes.
W. We got one. Oh my goodness.
They're big.
Talk about quiet and serene. One
Yeah.
side's looking at the lake out of 1 bedroom, one window's looking out at the pool. And they're bigger. They're a little bigger, I think, than the
They're
standard
bigger.
too. So
Yep.
and it was
It's like the
refurbed.
ones
It
at
just
Boardwalk
got done.
that are on that
Yeah,
corner
yeah.
zone at
Yep.
Boardwalk.
Yep.
Oh, that was in March. That was an amazing stay in that room. Yeah.
Mm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, you guys have got me thinking about all kinds of things and
Options.
holy cow, I don't know. Do you think I can talk the oldest into going back to Disney with me to do this? I might be able to talk him into it. I might be able to. Yeah.
Have him call me.
We'll meet you there.
Mr. Tracy,
Have
you
him
can
call me.
call Mr. Shammer.
Plenty of room.
Talk about it. He'll talk you into coming back.
That's
to
right.
Disney with me.
That's right.
Oh, he'll come back to Disney with me one of these days when I'm not planning crazy park hopping, resort hopping trips.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you both hit a lot of really great things for that age group. That is because traveling with them is a very different thing. It's
Mhm.
pretty easy actually to plan that 5-day trip with the littles.
Yeah.
There's a method and planning it is totally, you can kind of coerce them to do almost anything you need as long as you
Yeah.
get them some naps.
And candy. And candy.
Yeah.
Naps and candy and a little Mickey Mouse here and there and Mickey bars and all that. You can get those littles to go along with you. And you can even up through middle school can kind of get them to go with you.
Yeah.
But man, once they become adult children, it becomes a different thing. And
Yeah.
I found that
Yep, they
planning
need their
trips
freedom.
with them is different and a lot harder. And I liked how you guys kept us out of the parks and not doing that rat race from
Not
sun
every
up
day,
to
no.
sundown in the parks.
No.
I think it would be a lovely, both trips would be lovely with my family.
And they need their time away from you, the younger adults. So that's nice for you and
Yes.
your husband too.
Yes,
Split
absolutely.
up, little divide and conquer, never hurt.
That's right. And Jamie, you could take me, and it sounds like our husbands would get along. They can hang out back and grumble about us.
The price. How much does this cost?
Exactly. That's we sometimes we just smile, and I just have it all prepaid on those Disney gift cards so he never has to know. So
No bill when you check out
But-
with DVC.
and honestly, listen, we got to learn one thing. We get one go round on this big blue ball we call the
Yes.
earth, right? This is all we got. This is all we get. And we don't know when it's over. So I'm not saying be irresponsible, but don't shortchange yourself from what we talked about this before. At some memories. Memories are the most
Yes.
valuable possession
Definitely.
that you can ever own, and no one can ever take them away from you. So
Absolutely. And these 2 trips you guys planned have a lot of memories tied to them and some fantastic ones. Thanks so much for joining us tonight and doing this for us. I hope you had fun spending a little bit of somebody else's money and trip planning somebody else's trip. So, and community, I hope
Absolutely.
you had some fun listening to this and maybe it gave you some ideas of things to do differently on your next trip to Disney. So, anyway, thank you everyone for joining us tonight and join us again next time for I have no idea. Oh, wait a second. I'm not even sure we're here next week. It's Thanksgiving week. We're probably
Thanksgiving.
not here. Gina, throw up an answer to me for that one. I don't know the answer to that. Gina would know. So, but it's going to be great. And I can't wait to hear about, oh, wait a second. It's Thanksgiving week. Thank you,
Yes.
everybody. Thanks for
Yes.
tuning in. Thanks for being members of our community. We're super thankful for you. And I'm very thankful that a guy and his little drawing of a mouse created a way for me to make memories with my families forever. And we will see you in 2 weeks for exciting discussions about Disney. So thanks again for
Happy
joining us.
Thanksgiving.
Have a
Happy
happy Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.